Hey, wake up, man. Wake up. I'm here for sleep. My worst nightmare's over. I witnessed my first murder. Pray to God.
How you doing? I'm Brother Timothy Washington. I work for S.N.U.G Inc. in East New York, Brooklyn, and I'm a part of the Operation S.N.U.G that takes place in East New York, Brooklyn. And we're out here at the rally march, just, you know, pushing funding for nonprofit organizations that need it the most. Whereas we work in the 75th precinct district, where they say that's the most deadliest precinct in the New York City area. So what we do is we try to take shooters and killers out the streets and just show them a better way of life. And that's basically what this organization is about and this rally is for. It's just to, you know, let it be known what Operation S.N.U.G is about and what the initiative is.
Pray be excused, but please take a couple steps in my shoes. You don't know my lifestyle, you don't eat for my hunger, and the pain that's inside from under, I won't budge. This lifestyle I live, I pray be excused, but please take a couple steps in my shoes. You don't know my lifestyle.
Hi, my name is Sister Mignon Johnson, and I'm supervisor at S.N.U.G Inc. Operation S.N.U.G is an initiative that's supposed to reduce the shootings and killings in our community. Right now in the East New York section of Brooklyn, we have the highest crime rate in the whole state of New York. And right now this initiative here, where we are doing this rally, is to bring focus on losing young lives of the innocent people. We know that guns are not made in East New York, Brooklyn, but for some reason they always find their way in our neighborhood, in our community, and we have too many young people dying senseless deaths. And we're out here today saying that no death by gunfire is acceptable, and we're here and we're going to be out here until we get the answers and the support that we need. Right now we're doing a rally in Manhattan so we can bring the attention to these elected officials so they would know that we're losing lives and it's unnecessary, and we need the funding that we're, you know, so we can do the things that we need to do to keep this operation moving forward.
Angel with a broken wing, trying to get above, but the devil playing the doctor, he trying to pull a plug. And niggas you love, most you lose first. Mama say I'm cold-hearted, I feel his pain where it shouldn't hurt. First cousin I love committed suicide, my back against the wall, now I feel like it's do or die. Who am I could barely find out. Life's a game, and this booth is my only place of time out. Heard what happened to Megan, I had to shed a tear. My other two homies got buried in the same year. I'm having thoughts about self-destruction, and that nigga in the mirror, man, I can't even trust him. Look, I talk to God, but he ain't got a strap. Life's fucked up when you come.
We fully understand that S.N.U.G is here to stay. Young people, S.N.U.G has no existence without you. We need you to fully understand that you need the best that you could be. Understand this here. Society says, with all of the gangbanging and the killing, that there's no hope for our young people. Well, we know that you're our future. And if there's no hope, there's no future. We are a firm believer that with Operation S.N.U.G and our violent interrupters and our youth workers, that we're going to do a magnificent job. We're going to exceed expectation. For the simple fact, it's not about a dollar. Our hearts are into this here. We made a conscious decision years ago that we're going to lay down our life so every young person can have the opportunity to live. We want you to understand our trials and tribulations, that you don't have to walk into the same foolishness that we did. Our belief is, through Operation S.N.U.G, we're going to lay a firm foundation. And we believe that every young person on this foundation, as you raise your voice, you have the power to shake the very foundation to which we all live. Allow yourselves not to allow anyone to tell you who you can't be, what you can't achieve, and the heights you can't make. We understand that we have a new president, Barack Obama. So that tells me that hope was restored, especially for those who have the capability to dare to dream that they can be something other than that street thug on the corner. We got this thing with the sagging pants. As you pull your pants up, we're quite sure that your image is going to raise up also. Peace up. Peace up. Much love.
This is what it's about. New York coming together. We're no longer 5 boroughs. We're just New York City. a family, a village, a community, taking stock, raising our children. That's what it's about. It's about community involvement. And the only way SNUG can work is the community has to be involved. Money has to be reappropriated to this program so it can continue to work. We have to support, we have to call our legislators, we have to call the governor, we have to call our elected officials and let them know we want SNUG in our communities. Do we want SNUG in our communities? Yeah. Don't shoot New York. Don't shoot New York. Peace up. Peace up. Don't shoot. We're tired of losing our loved ones and our family members to violence. So what we want to do right now, we want to bring up another one of our family members that lost their child to a senseless killing in Queens, New York. Let's hear from Ms. Sinead Johnson.
Good afternoon. First, I would like to thank our one Lord God for giving us a beautiful day today. Second, I'm coming to you today as a mom, a mother, whose son was on the brink of success. This is his picture, Kedrick Ali Morrow Jr., 1 month away from graduating high school. He had an academic scholarship to St. John's University, and he was gunned down 1 month before his graduation. My husband attended his graduation, and he was not there. So I want you to take a look at what's going on in our community today. It is no longer just drug dealers, gang bangers, dropouts. This was a successful child and was gunned down. So I urge everyone to get involved. I support Operation S.N.U.G. I urge everyone in the community, in everywhere from Chicago, California. This is an epidemic. Look around. How many of you will be here next year? How many more parents have to plan a funeral when they should be planning a graduation? I did everything I was supposed to do as a parent, but because someone else failed to do theirs, my son is no longer here today. We are dropping the ball. This is a problem. Look at my son, and he's 6 feet under, doing the right thing. It is time for us to wake up. We are losing this battle. So we have to come together no matter what race, religion, what creed, what background. We have to stop this nonsense. Let it rise up being the people who are striving to do the right thing. And from today on, let's move forward. I support Operation S.N.U.G. Guns down, peace up.
SNUG is a working system in our community, and we're excited about it. It's working in Mount Vernon, it's working in Harlem, it's working in Brooklyn, it's working all over, but we need to continue to do more. When these guys go out late at night and they work with these young people and they bring them back, I hope you've got something for them. If you have a job, open the door and give it to one of these young people. If you have an opportunity, give it to one of these young people, because if we fail, we are going to see more of what we don't want to see. So we have to work together to make good things happen. We are one community, one people with one purpose. Don't shoot New York.
Thank you, everybody. Do me a favor, raise your hand if you know someone that has been affected by gun violence. Raise your hand real high. Now turn to your neighbor and look at them. This is the only statistic you need to realize to understand the realities of gun violence. And I know you're all here today and we all are opposed to gun violence, and this is just the beginning. As we see from Brooklyn to Bronx to Manhattan to Yonkers to Staten Island to wherever, gun violence is a problem in our communities. For far too long we've been subjected to it, and I know we're all here to say no more guns, no more guns. That's what we want, and that's what we're all here to do. So this is the community, this is the beginning. When Senator Malcolm Smith has brought all these community organizations together and brought up Operation S.N.U.G. into New York, so we know it will be peace up and guns down. Thank you. We support S.N.U.G, and I'm going to tell you why. Because what they're doing is needed in our communities. Not just in Harlem, but all over. And what is also needed is for us to come together and organize right where we are. Because if our children can't party and be children, then what are they going to be? If our children can't explore life and experience life and be all that they can, then what are they going to be? We have to support them. Now I gotta go in. There's not enough of us out here today. And the reason why there's not enough of us out here today is because we're not outraged about blood-stained concrete. We're not outraged. We need to call Malcolm Smith more. We need to call the senators more. We need to get outraged every time there's a shooting in our community. I gotta go in. We need to get outraged every time there is mauling and mobbing in our community. Every time you hear a shot fired, there should be 100 phone calls going to Malcolm Smith's office. I'm not trying to give him a lot of work, but what I'm trying to tell you is that when he gets those calls, he's going to get his colleagues to respond. Because we need money, we need resources, we need Snug, we need programs, we need right-to-life avenues for our young people. Listen. Here's one thing that I experienced, and then I'm going to shut up. I've experienced that when we get involved in building good community, then we have good community. There is no cavalry coming over the horizon. We've got to do it for ourselves. We've got to get involved. So when you go back to your homes, to your communities, you know who's not here. Bark at them. Holler at them. Because we need black solidarity, Latino solidarity, because we're dying. Kids killing kids, and our community will stop. God bless you. Thank you so much.
My name is Teresa Freeman. I'm a state committee woman and district leader from Harlem, and also the president of the New York chapter for the National Action Network. Reverend Sharpton had to speak in Miami. He had stated that he was going to try to get here. We still are out here, and it's a possibility that he will come. But I'd like to say on behalf of the National Action Network, we are right on with Malcolm Smith. Senator Smith have really started something in this town. And the only way to keep it effective, we're going to get out there and to help him. We all need to start checking our children when they come. I'm from the South, and I could not bring anything in the house without my mother checking it. And this thing about you can't go in my room. When I was at my girlfriend's house, her daughter said, you in my room? You ain't got no room. You don't pay no rent. I can come in. I had to leave her house because I could not understand why she could not go in her daughter's room. You cannot tell me that I can't go on the computer and find out who you're talking to. So we just can't blame it on people in the street. We got to blame ourselves. The parents need to step up, check those bags, check under them beds, go into that room, let them know who is in charge. You cannot be friends to your children. You got to be a parent. So I'm leading you with this. Stand up, support Snug, and please check your children.
Yeah, suicide. Really wanna leave though. Honey gang. You really wanna leave though. This is what I breathe for. This is rap kilo. Therapy is chemo. Empty and I reload. I need you to please hold while I get one more fan and tell them I apologize for the minor setbacks. Made a few mistakes. I hope they don't sweat that. We all gotta die. My life was like a death trap. They just wanna finish me, but I rise. Butterfly, no longer a centipede. Master in a centipede. All in one vocal. Popping off worldwide. Started off local. Heroin and coke dough. Got my money social. Never miss a syllable. Translate the decimal. Trying to see more notes.